Welcome to game number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Here at the Acer TeamStory Cup, we have Evil Genius against the Joey FlashWolves. And starting to the bottom of map number 1, merry-go-round, we have the Proto starting player for the FlashWolves. It is Has. 4 maps played in the league so far, 2 wins and 2 losses. And he's going up against the starting player to the top left for Evil Genius. It is the Dong himself, JaeDong. And JaeDong right now in the league, actually rather unsuccessful. He played 3 maps and he lost all 3 of them. He played against very strong opponents on the other hand. He played against Hero and twice against Innovation. Lost all 3 of those games. Probably not too happy with his track record so far. I guess one of the reasons why we have him here at the starting play is not only that he just won a major tournament, but also that he wants to redeem himself for those losses and show the world what he's made of. Has is gonna try and stop him in his tracks right away. The probe already in his opponent's main base, gets the perfect scout off here. Has all the way at the bottom a single pylon and looks like he's going to start with a forge opening. Goes into the forge here and JaeDong starts with a spawning pool. Doesn't attempt to go into a hatch. He has the probe already in the main base. Usually you're a little bit reluctant to try to go for a hatch first if you see that, because the probe can just simply block a hatch attempt and then you will be delayed no matter what you do. Also, of course, the cannon rush opportunities for a Protoss player are pretty huge if you go for something like this. At this point, we have right now the probe straight going into the proxy pylon to block that hatch off completely, which means that JaeDong will have to move out with the drone and try to start building it over there at the 3rd base. Another thing that we currently see as well is down at the bottom, no expansion just yet. That's of course one of the things that you always... Oh, no cancel actually. He lets the pylon go through. Interesting. Gets a cannon apparently into the picture. Interesting enough. A nice positioning here at the mineral patches. And a what? A gateway? Alright, like the cannon I could just understand. The gateway on the other hand puts a whole different meaning to this. I was just about to talk about how his move at this point really affects his Nexus, that the Nexus is just going to be so much faster. But suddenly we have a cannon down here and we have a cannon over there. Another pylon being built, Zerglings running in. There's a photon cannon suddenly and a gateway, and JaeDong probably looking at this and being like, what? Alright, he cancels that, starts to try and contain his opponent. Interesting. Another cannon. Look at Has here. At first he plants the gateway so that the Zerglings can't really attack the photon cannon, that they can't do anything about it. Then he cancels in the last second once the cannon is done and starts to go forward with the photon cannons to try and completely contain his opponent. On the other hand, this cannon already being attacked by a queen. I guess in the end it will have to move back. But this is a very interesting opening that we see here by Has. I'm not quite sure if that's really going to work out for him, but I guess time will tell. Another cannon. This is quite the commitment if you think about it when it comes to minerals. So this is already 300 minerals. We have 450 with the cannon that he's currently building, 550 with the pylon. The expansion for JaeDong is ready on the other hand, and all the stuff that he just did delayed his techs by so much. Like, think about what happened here. He built a gateway, he cancelled that gateway again, built a late Nexus, and then finally, after building another cannon and another pylon, he started to throw down his own gateway down here at the bottom, which will be followed up by the cybernetics core. Meaning that there's going to be a super late warp gate research. And JaeDong, yes, he might be contained at this point, but does he really care right now? No. Right now he doesn't, because he has a nice base, he has a nice setup there. That's his main base. We have at the natural also, well, at the 3rd base basically, the 2nd base that he took, also a decent saturation going on. He has an overlord in his opponent's base. You could see the exact timing for the gateway. He sees also the timing if he moves in for the cybernetics core. Will know that there is no warp gate research, no nothing. So he knows that all of this that Has is doing right now is not accomplishing anything at all. Like, that's not doing anything for Has at this point. Later down the road, that might be effective, but JaeDong can just completely relax, play his style, and then try to do something against that. Even putting forward a creep tumor and losing a spine crawler later might even work for him, but he's probably going to just bust through there with roaches. But at this point, this is a huge investment by Has, and so far, it hasn't really gained him anything. The first sentry is being built and the warp gate research now here as well. Not chrono boosted, by the way. 11 roaches are currently being built, and just looking at this, if JaeDong walks across the map with its roaches and really starts to push in here, it's going to be super difficult for Has to pull it off. Even with 2 cannons, it's not going to be easy at all. And the roaches are already on their way. JaeDong is looking at the situation and he's saying, like, why would I even bother taking this down right now? you don't really achieve anything with this. Like, you achieve very, very little with that. So I can just move across the map and let's see what you're gonna do against this. We have another cannon being built. 3 cannons already. What an investment in minerals. JaeDong already going straight into the lair tech here. But this is a massive, massive mineral investment that we see here. The mothership core is already moving in. And, well, the probe is killed. The force field just in the last second. Now we can start to work against the cannons. The first cannon is already taking out. That means we have like 1 cannon still alive. The second one coming to play. The sentry on the wrong side of that gateway, I can tell you that much. Cannon number 2 is also gone. The Zerglings are streaming in. And, well, I have no idea what exactly was thinking when he executed this build, what he was hoping for. But the end of the story is that JaeDong gets an easy win against his first opponent in his best of 9. There is not really a whole lot that Has can do right now. Harvesters are being killed. The harvester count is now 41 against 33. We have Zerglings and Roaches in the main base, just doing more damage to the harvesters here. They move down to the bottom. A lot of mining time lost already for the Joy FlashWolves player. And, well, JaeDong back at home has his lair tech already done. 3 additional gateways are coming into play, but harvesters killed already 24. 27 harvesters lost. It's 20 against 42. The Nexus is being attacked as well. Photon overcharge has been used on the other hand, so the Roaches fall back for now. This position right over there, still not really utilized. We already see the Hydra Den coming into play. And Has, well, he might not leave the game just now and starting to have a couple of gateway units here, but in the end, I don't think it's really gonna matter. The economy is much better for JaeDong. He's taking a 3rd base already. He's getting the speed upgrade for the Roaches, the +1 attack upgrade in the main base. The Roaches will be able to maybe move in and get a few additional kills. Doesn't really look like it. Attempted warp into the top left with the pylons and the cannons that he has there. Looks a little bit like Has was trying to copy SOS when SOS played in the WCS finals last year against JaeDong, but that did not really work out for him. This build did not do anything. Like, it crippled Has's progression in tech and also in army. So right now it's a massive amount of gateways that the Protoss player has here, but he doesn't even have the resources to really utilize those. The tech is so much better for JaeDong. He's gonna have a few Hydralisks very soon in the game. The Roach is now moving down. Yep, the Sentry is also falling here as well. He's gonna just take cannon after cannon, losing a few Roaches in the process. He's not gonna care too much about that. The Sentry is already done for, and this base is of course being taken by, or will be taken by JaeDong very soon. He already has a 3rd base right over here, and that looks... Yeah, what we are basically seeing here is a very long and painful death animation for Has. Resources lost 3,800 against 2,200. I would really, really like to just, like, I don't know, hype this game up a little bit and talk about the comeback potential for Has. But the only way that Has is winning this game is if JaeDong is going for a smoke right now. If JaeDong just says, like, okay, screw it, goes for the smoke, and maybe just, like, calls his girlfriend if he has one and talks with her a little bit, or his mom calls and he's like, yeah, mom, it's fine, today's Parents' Day in Korea, I know, sorry I didn't call you, I was really busy, and the mom is getting angry at him. JaeDong has to really, like, apologize for a few minutes. If that happens, and then he smokes another one, and then he comes... Oh, a drop! Drop could work too. Alright, nobody's dropping. But yeah, if that happens and then he comes back, then maybe Has another chance. But if that doesn't happen, then there is no way for Has to win this game. Like, no way in like 10,000 million years. This is just not gonna happen. The Roach is alone, already taking down the Cybernetics core, taking down the Forge. We have a +1 attack upgrade. The same is also true for JaeDong. Has is currently still looking at 44 harvesters against 61. I guess, yeah, this base is going to be taken right now as well. That puts the Zerg player on 4 bases against 2. Pretty soon, at least, that is. We have now burrow movement being researched, the burrow upgrade itself. We do not see any Hydras in the game. Did he cancel the Hydra? Yes, he canceled the Hydra then. So cancel that a little bit earlier. And we have even a Nidus network. Like, JaeDong is now in the position where he can do whatever he wants. And he's like, what didn't I build in a long, long time? What unit do I really want to play? Yeah. I don't know. I do not know why has not left this game yet. Like, what he's hoping for. I seriously do not know. The tech progression for Has is horrible. He has a robo and that's it. A robo for Immortals. He's now rebuilding the Forge and he has to, of course, build... Well, he has a Cybernetics core completed again and a Twilight Council. But JaeDong can't throw away his entire army and just, like, build another one. I don't know what to say about this game. This is a little bit insane. I mean, at this point, starting to the top left, we currently have the Nidus network going down, and yeah, this is about it. So Nidus network looking into the main base, and there we go. Is it even spotted? I think he saw that. No, he actually didn't. So suddenly there's also roaches in the main base. There's roaches at the front. The army supply is 127 against 39. And yep, there we go. Moves in, starts to snipe the Nexus right over here. And at the same time, we have down there at this point, we have, yeah, the roaches just moving out of the main base. Okay, so over here, a couple of units just trying to move in. At least has 96 supply right now, but his base is already done. He doesn't have a main base any longer. He's gonna lose everything here as well. The choke point already being controlled by JaeDong, who's in 4 bases at this point. And there's the GG, called by Has after 15 minutes. JaeDong with win number 1 puts the first score onto the board for the Evil Geniuses, and we're gonna see a game or player number 2 is soon to be announced by the Joey FlashWolves. Has apparently trying something gimmicky here, apparently trying something sneaky. Didn't work out for him in the end. He looks a little bit silly. I guess if it plans out for him, then it's a different story and he looks like a genius. As it happens, it didn't work at all. JaeDong with a 1-0 for his team, and let's find out who player number 2 is for the Joey FlashWolves.